Before we get into the actual analysis of the show, did anyone else feel like this episode was super short? Like, it literally has the same runtime as the first episode, but for some reason, that episode felt a lot longer. But that could be a placebo. I think it was because there was a lot of setup in that first episode, and this second episode mostly just expands on the story arcs that we're going to be following for the season. But regardless, this was a pretty awesome episode, so let's get into it. If you're new to our channel, how's it going? My name is Punkik Yoshi, and I'm starting this new series where we break down Fiona and Cake Season 2 every week. Also, what do you guys think of my Halloween costume? Initially, it was supposed to be a cosplay for Twitch, but I thought I would double down. And I am filming this on Halloween, so hopefully I am able to get this video out on the same day. This is also the first time that I've ever tied a tie, so please excuse if it looks really bad. After the mishap of last week, I'm gonna try to fix my editing style, although it might take a little second, so just bear with me. But let's get started, shall we? The episode title is called The Crocodile Who Bit a Log, and the opening title card looks like this. No doubt the crocodile is referencing the Huntress Wizard biting off a little more than she can chew. We see that towards the middle of the episode. At the bottom of the drawing, there is barbed wire, so it wasn't only Fiona that was biting off a little more than she could handle. Both protagonists in their story were going through major conflicts with people from their everyday life. To my surprise, this and the end credit scene stayed the same art style as the last episode, so it seems like they're going to be going for this Alice in Wonderland inspired look. Okay, so the episode starts off with this stylized dreamlike sequence of Huntress Wizard as a young girl training with a rock. If some of you guys are anime fans, you may remember that Tanjiro went through the same type of training all the way back in season 1 of Demon Slayer. I wonder if there's a specific significance with splitting boulders in half, other than showcasing raw strength and tenacity, but little Huntress Wizard kept at it for a very long time. In the corner, teaching her, is a shrub. Later, we come to learn that it's actually a spirit dream warrior once she's actually able to break the boulder. Inside, she finds a fang-looking object, and very similar to the last time we saw Spirit Dream Warrior, he asks her to cut off a part of her. Some of you guys may remember, back in Season 7 of Adventure Time, Spirit Dream Warrior first appeared in the episode called Flute Spell, along with Huntress Wizard's first appearance. Well, first major appearance. And he made Finn stab himself through his heart to gain immunity to electricity. Huntress Wizard, with no second thought, slices through her hand. Spirit Dream Warrior takes her to the heart of the forest. At the gate, Witch Wizard halts them. They allow Huntress to gain the power of the Green Wizards. It's very culty, but they have pretty cool powers. Some of you guys may also remember that the grass sword that was given to Finn was enacted by a green wizard who cursed the blade. And it's that same blade that was able to play the flute and attracted Huntress Wizard in the first place. Back in Fiona's world, she puts on a mask very similar looking to Huntress Wizard's, and they plan on storming Queenie's estate. Gary is also wearing some pants that we have seen before, so if you thought they looked familiar, you are not wrong. We actually saw Bubblegum wear these same pants in Vampire World back in Season 1. They break in, and Gary takes watch. They make a ruckus, which wakes up Queenie's security guard. Come to find out, it's actually Kyrosiphon, who we last saw in the last episode of Fiona and Cake Season 1. They actually saved him from being prosecuted by the Scarab, and let him live amongst the humans in this world. Cake gets pretty badly hurt by him though. In the heart of the forest, the Witch Wizard guards the heart, who we actually come to find out that is actually the green bear that Finn fought all the way back in Season 1. She's skeptical to why Huntress is there, and once she finds out that she wants some of the sap of the tree, Witch doesn't allow it, and they start out an all-out brawl. But despite this, Huntress still wants to save Finn. There's definitely something more here that they share if she's willing to risk her life for Finny Boy. She takes a vial of ooze, but it actually doesn't stop there, and it overflows the entire area. A kaiju looking deer monster cries, and all of the green wizards around go to the heart of the forest. Quickly, they all start losing their green powers. The monster becomes a wormhole and Huntress Wizard gets sucked into it. She gets blown up by a dagger and Florpin dies. Like, actually dies. At a bar that Fiona used to work at, they all sulk in their defeat from Queenie. In the background, you can actually see LSP playing pinball with some squirrels. They are all morally defeated, but Fiona, yet again, gets inspired by cheers to keep going. Gary's dream of the sweet spot won't die here, and they will come back stronger than ever. Marshall Lee denies another call from his rich mother, and Gary offers him a spot at his place. At the Wizard Academy, the kids and Simon try to read everything that they have on the heart of the forest. Simon calls PB and Marcy so that they can help. They don't seem super worried, but I'm sure this happens pretty often, for them not to freak out. PB sends her banana guards in an ambulance to pick up Finn and Simon. Fiona comes back from Baby Finn World with a tank from last season to storm the area. But before they get started, they get the idea that they could possibly buy the land instead of doing it by force. I think Marshall Lee may have to call his parents back for that one. The tank made a deal to have fun in Fiona's world, and she'd have to take care of Baby Finn, so the rest of the episode, she's taking care of Baby Finn. Honestly, I'd do the same for free. He's so freaking cute. Huntress Wizard wakes up in a melodic, peaceful memory that she had before her death. She's under Finn's arm and remembers him telling her that he wants to pass away very soon. This could be right after the death of Jake, and when his mind went to a really dark place. Huntress Wizard tells Finn that it would be a bummer if he would go and forget about her. Definitely a relationship type of conversation, if you catch my drift. Once she wakes up from this dream, her Florpin decapitated head is drifting by the current, and all of her body parts are just flying around. This is honestly pretty dark. If I saw this in real life, I would not be calm like her. I'd be freaking out. The trees in this dimension turn Huntress Wizard into little seeds and get sent out to different universes. A spirit version of herself sees the seeds go to different areas. Fiona takes Baby Finn back to her place. She talks to Simon about home ownership and if he has any advice for her. But he's dealing with Finn and his situation, so he doesn't really have time to help her out here. Back in Spirit World, she notices that she can hear all of the different universes all at once. And this universe tries to split her into different pieces. In order to stay in one piece, the voice tells her to choose a path so that she doesn't get torn apart. She focuses and tries to feel her best option. Once she hears Finn, she chooses that path. She possesses the small seed that ends up in Fiona's world. Simon is worried about Finn, but is assured that the people of Ooh are able to help him. Fiona is going through some grown-up stuff and tells Baby Finn that sooner or later he's gonna have to pull it together or else everyone in his life is gonna leave. But she's obviously just reflecting on her own life. Huntress Wizard has a hard time getting down, but finds a spot in the planter for her to grow. The last image we get is of Finn being rushed to the Candy Kingdom by the ambulance. And that's where we left off for today. I think it was because we were having such a fun time, or maybe the scenes were so impactful, that this episode just flew by for me. It was very narrative driven, like most of these episodes will be. I'm just wondering when we're going to see the people that were teased in the trailer, like DJ Flame or Fiona's version of Fern. Although this episode was just a follow-up to episode 1 and those story arcs, it was still pretty impactful and there were some cool cameos there. It kind of feels like they were prioritizing on the Ooh side of the story for this episode, but that could be because they were focusing on Huntress Wizard for this episode. I feel like next episode, they're gonna merge the stories very nicely. But yeah, if you notice something that I missed, don't be shy, leave it in the comments. We still have 8 episodes to cover, so we still have a lot of story to enjoy. If you guys want to see a breakdown of the next episode, please drop a follow and like, so that I know that you guys are enjoying the series. I'll see you guys next week, bright and early, for the next episode. As always, my name's been Alberto, or Punk Kick Yoshi. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.